Hi, I'm Abby, a demonstrator in model making here at Bournemouth University. This is the Design and Innovation Centre, so let's go and have a look. This is our virtual reality lab where students can explore their designs through the use of virtual reality. This is a great way for them to see one-to-one scales of their projects before they head off into the workshop to make physical prototypes. This is the Materials Stress and Dynamics lab. This is where students learn about how materials behave. So in here we will pull, push, bend and twist materials to understand how they behave. So from here we're now going to go on to our electronics labs and our workshops. So we've now understood materials, we're now going to go on to our making side of things. This is the electronics design lab. This is where students design their own circuits using programming software. In here they can then go and test and measure their electronics afterwards. So when we start prototyping our electronics, we start with big breadboards. We also use Arduinos and then we can eventually go on to producing our own custom built circuits, such as this. This is our electronic soldering lab. In here we have 12 purpose-built stations with extraction where students can come and assemble their electronic components to create their circuits. Those circuit boards can then go and be used in our fully functioning prototypes which we'll make in the workshops. So now we're in our plastic-based workshop. In here we work with materials such as HIPs, ABS and high-density foams. So we have machines such as vacuum formers, which we can see along the back here, and we also have our large form vacuum formers, which can go up to 600 by 600 millimeters. We also have gerbils and hot wire cutters, a line bender, and we also have a variety of hand tools such as junior hacksaws and foam shaping tools, which you will use through first year, second year and final year when creating fully functional prototypes. You have access to the workshops during your scheduled sessions throughout the year. So this is our spray room. We have our large spray booth with full extraction, and we also have our powder coating facilities for metal parts. So this is our prototyping shop. So this is a middle room that facilitates both the plastic workshop and the metal workshop. So whichever room you're working in, you have access to this middle room. In here we have a number of bandsaws, pillar drills, disc sanders, belt sanders and spindle sanders, so everything that you need to start making your prototypes. When you join the courses here, we don't expect you to have any prior knowledge or experience of being in workshops. This is now our metal workshop. In here we work with materials such as aluminium and steels. We have a number of pillar drills. We have some bandsaws which are specifically for metal use. We have a manual mill over in the corner, and we also have a surface table for you to start marking out your work so you can go and cut and file it. So this is our engineering machine shop. This room is split into 3 different sections. We've got our manual section where we've got our manual lathes and our manual mills where students will do all the manual operations themselves. We then have a CNC section where we have a plasma cutter, a CNC lathe and a CNC mill. And then in the other corner we have our welding bay where we can do TIG, MIG, arc and gas welding. And finally we are in the rapid prototyping lab. So this is where we house all of our 3D printers. So here we have low-level hobbyist sort of printers, which we call the MakerBots. We also then have the other end where we have industrial style printers, which we have the Fortus and the Stratasys F170. So we have 2 different types of 3D printing technologies in here. We have an FDM printer and an SLA printer. The SLA printers are our form labs, and we also have the ability to 3D print carbon fibre materials using our Mark Forged printer. Students have access to this room for projects through the university and their own projects as well. So if you have any external projects that you'd like to come and use the RP lab for, you have access to this at all times. So that's the end of our tour of the Innovation Centre. It gives you a taste of some of the facilities that you'll use here on our design and engineering courses at Bournemouth University. If you want any more information, please go and look at our course pages.